The most important war you've never heard of. There is a war happening right now that most people cannot see. No bombs are falling, no tanks are crossing borders, and no soldiers are fighting on the battlefield. Yet governments are spending hundreds of billions of dollars preparing for it. Intelligence agencies are deeply involved, and global superpowers are quietly competing to gain the upper hand. At the center of this hidden conflict lies an object so small that millions of them can fit in the palm of your hand. These objects are called semiconductors, or more commonly, microchips. Despite their tiny size, they power nearly every piece of technology in the modern world, from smartphones and laptops to satellites, medical equipment, and artificial intelligence systems. What makes microchips even more remarkable is that they are incredibly difficult to manufacture. Only a handful of companies in the world possess the knowledge, equipment, and precision engineering required to produce the most advanced chips. As a result, these tiny devices have become one of the most strategic technologies on Earth. Today, the world's most powerful countries are locked in a quiet but intense competition to control the future of semiconductor production. Many experts now believe that the outcome of this struggle could shape the global balance of power for decades to come. Modern society runs on computing power, and computing power depends on semiconductors. Every time a person sends a message, uses a navigation system, drives a modern car, or streams a video online, microchips are working behind the scenes to process information. A semiconductor is a material, usually made from silicon, that can control the flow of electrical current. Engineers use this property to build integrated circuit-style electronic systems that can perform complex calculations at extremely high speeds. Over time, engineers learn how to place billions of transistors onto a single chip, dramatically increasing computing power while reducing size and cost. This technological progress follows a pattern often described by Moore's law, the observation that the number of transistors on a chip tends to double roughly every 2 years. For decades, this trend drove the rapid growth of the digital world, enabling everything from personal computers to modern artificial intelligence systems. As more industries adopted digital technology, semiconductors became the invisible backbone of the global economy. Today, they are essential for industries such as telecommunications, healthcare, transportation, energy systems, and financial networks. Without them, modern civilization would simply stop functioning. Although microchips are used everywhere, producing the most advanced ones requires an extremely complex global supply chain. A single semiconductor chip may involve research from American universities, manufacturing equipment from European companies, raw materials from Asia, and final production in specialized factories located in only a few places in the world. One of the most important players in this ecosystem is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, often called TSMC. This company manufactures many of the world's most advanced chips, including those used in smartphones, high-performance computers, and artificial intelligence systems. Major technology companies such as Apple, NVIDIA, and AMD rely heavily on TSMC's manufacturing capabilities. Another crucial part of the supply chain comes from the Netherlands, where the company ASML produces some of the most advanced semiconductor manufacturing machines in the world. These machines, known as extreme ultraviolet lithography systems, are essential for producing the smallest and most powerful chips. Each system can cost hundreds of millions of dollars and contains thousands of highly specialized components. Because of this complexity, no single country fully controls a semiconductor supply chain. Instead, it depends on a fragile network of international cooperation that has developed over decades. One of the most striking aspects of the semiconductor industry is how much it depends on a single geographic location, the island of Taiwan. Over the past several decades, Taiwan has become the world's most important center for advanced chip manufacturing. Taiwanese companies produce a large share of the world's semiconductors and dominate the production of the most advanced chips used in cutting-edge technologies. This concentration of manufacturing capability has led some analysts to describe Taiwan's semiconductor industry as the Silicon Shield. The idea behind this concept is that Taiwan's technological importance provides a form of strategic protection, since disruptions to its chip factories would severely affect the global economy. However, Taiwan's geopolitical situation also makes it one of the most sensitive regions in the world. The government of China considers Taiwan part of its territory and has repeatedly stated that it seeks eventual reunification with the island. Meanwhile, many Western countries, including the United States, maintain strong economic and political ties with Taiwan. Because of its central role in semiconductor manufacturing, Taiwan has become a focal point of global strategic competition. In recent years, competition over advanced technology has intensified between the United States and China. Both countries view leadership in emerging technologies, particularly artificial intelligence and advanced computing, as essential to economic growth and national security. The United States has long held a leading position in semiconductor design and research. Many of the world's most influential technology companies are based in the United States, and American firms play a central role in the global semiconductor ecosystem. China, however, has invested heavily in developing its own semiconductor industry. Through national strategies such as Made in China 2025, the Chinese government has directed billions of dollars toward building domestic manufacturing capabilities and reducing reliance on foreign technology. In response, the United States has introduced a series of export controls that restrict China's access to certain advanced semiconductor technologies and manufacturing equipment. These measures aim to slow China's progress in developing the most advanced chips, particularly those used in high-performance computing and artificial intelligence. The importance of semiconductors has grown even greater with the rise of artificial intelligence. Modern AI systems require enormous amounts of computing power to process large datasets and train complex machine learning models. This computing power depends on specialized chips designed to perform billions of calculations per second. Companies developing advanced AI systems rely heavily on high-performance graphics processing units, or GPUs. One of the leading producers of these chips is NVIDIA, whose processors are widely used in data centers that train AI models. As artificial intelligence becomes more integrated into economic systems, healthcare, transportation, and defense technologies, control over advanced semiconductors is increasingly viewed as a strategic advantage. Many analysts believe that leadership in AI could influence economic productivity, military capabilities, and technological innovation across multiple industries. Recognizing the strategic importance of semiconductors, governments around the world have begun investing heavily in domestic chip manufacturing. In the United States, policymakers introduced legislation designed to strengthen the country's semiconductor industry and encourage companies to build new manufacturing facilities. Similar initiatives have emerged in Europe, Japan, and South Korea. These efforts reflect growing concerns about supply chain vulnerabilities. Events such as global chip shortages during the COVID-19 pandemic revealed how dependent modern economies are on a relatively small number of semiconductor producers. Shortages affected industries ranging from automobile manufacturing to consumer electronics, demonstrating how disruptions in chip supply can ripple through the global economy. At first glance, semiconductors may appear to be ordinary electronic components hidden inside everyday devices. Yet in reality, they represent one of the most important technological foundations of the modern world. Microchips enable the digital infrastructure that powers global communication networks, financial systems, transportation technologies, and artificial intelligence. They are essential for both economic growth and national security. Because of this, the competition to control semiconductor technology has become one of the defining geopolitical challenges of the 21st century. While the struggle over microchips may not involve traditional military conflict, its consequences could be just as significant. The countries that lead in semiconductor innovation and manufacturing will likely shape the future of technology, economics, and global power. In the coming decades, the smallest pieces of technology may ultimately have the largest impact on the direction of the modern world.